Hello, my name is Samuel Ford, and I've been playing video games since I was about 10 years old, so for about 7 years. You know, they say to master a skill it takes 10,000 hours, and I think that between Fortnite and Minecraft, so just those two games, I played around 12,000 hours. And that isn't considering all the games I had on my phone and the other games I played on my PC. So, if you think about it, I could have basically mastered the two skills if I hadn't ever played video games. So, I could have been the best in my class and I could have a great physique. But the waste of time isn't the only negative effect about playing video games. In fact, every hour you play video games, you're worsening your mental health and your ability to focus, which is so important and so rare these days, especially with young men. So this is why you should really consider stop playing video games. Now let's talk about the actionable steps you need to take. You already did the first step, and that is taking an interest and realizing video games are not really good for you. I imagine that is the reason why you are watching this video. So, congratulations, you already did the first step. The second step is really meditating and thinking about the long term effects that video games will have on you. So I want you to maybe even close your eyes if you want, but just think about yourself in 10 years if you keep playing video games. Just have an image of yourself in 10 years as still a guy who plays video games. How are your relationships with others? Do you feel happy? Do you feel satisfied? Try to meditate on this topic and really think about it. Okay, the next step is finding something that you can do instead of playing video games. So, for most guys, going to the gym really works, and it worked for me. This is because we often play video games to find a simulation of what we'd really like to feel in the real world. So, we make friends on Discord because we'd like a sense of brotherhood, but we're too scared to maybe ask a guy in the gym to be our gym partner. Or we level up on a video game instead of leveling up the weight that we can push in the gym. Obviously, leveling up in the real world is harder, but if you really think about it, we like harder tasks. We feel much more accomplished when we complete something that is hard. So you should be looking for these hard tasks and really going out of your comfort zone. So I really think the gym could work. But if you have already started going to the gym, let's get to the next step. The next step is realizing what is keeping you tied to the game. Why do you keep coming back to it? I'll give you some examples that were true for me, but you may have other reasons why. But maybe you can relate to these. One of the most important reasons why I kept going back to playing video games was because I was watching YouTube videos about those games that I loved. If you also watch YouTube videos about the games that you play, I really suggest trying to slowly stop watching them. The way I did it was every week or every 2 weeks, start to unsubscribe from some of the channels. Maybe I would start with the Reacts channel that weren't even about the game but were just like memes, degenerate memes. Uh, Maybe you can relate to this. Another reason why I kept coming back to video games was because I thought it would be stupid to stop playing them since I had already spent so much time and also money on them. But this is obviously not a very logical way of thinking because if you don't stop playing video games because you have already invested so much time in it, then you will keep playing them and invest even more time, and it's just a vicious cycle. So if that's the reason why you haven't stopped playing video games, really try to reconsider your thought process. The last reason why I kept going back to video games was because I feared what my friends that I played with would think of me, my friends. And I had the fear of missing out, especially with my classmates, because they would talk about school, and I really wanted to make friends in class, so I would play with them. But what you need to realize is that they are very different from you. You are here watching a self improvement video, trying to understand how to go to the gym and how to stop playing video games, and how to detox from your phone. And one of them is genuinely watching porn right now. So you really need to understand that you are different from them right now, and you need to slowly distance yourself from them, because their friendship doesn't benefit you anymore. I know that seems harsh to say, but it's the truth. You don't need some big gesture to stop playing with them. You don't need to send a message in the group chat saying I stopped playing, notice me, something like that. You just need to slowly distance yourself. So maybe don't answer as often or as fast, and just slowly spend less time with them. I know it can be especially hard, but it's the only way you can move on. The last thing that I want to say, and it's really important, is that just like with any other self improvement habit, you need to understand that this is a slow process, okay? You need to think ahead of time. You can just uninstall all your video games that you have on your computer right now, because it won't work and you'll want to install them again. You need to take this slowly. I suggest you start with the games that you got on your phone, because you always have your phone with you. So I really suggest to stop playing them, especially because the ones on the phone are usually the dumbest one. They're just like maybe gardening, maybe like growing your farm video games. I used to play them too. They're just stupid puzzle games, and you can just uninstall them for first. That's it for today. I really hope this video helped you, and if there is a topic that you would like me to talk about in the next video, please leave a comment. I will be reading them. Remember to always give it your best, and see you next video. Bye.